Welcome to Muse Silk Painting Workshop. I am Mandy. Today I'm going to demonstrate step by step how to use this workshop kit. Before we start, I would ask you to prepare a jar of clean water for cleaning the brushes later. Once you have the water prepared, and let's have a look what's in the box. We have this print. On top of it, this list is your checking list. Check carefully if you got everything in this kit. If anything is missing or any other problems, please contact me. So in the box, we have one silk sheet with outline and one card for framing use. A kitchen towel, color, palette, and the paintbrush. Testing silk. It's for testing colors later. A color guide for the design. Once we take everything out, we don't need to use this until later, so I'll put it back. And close the box. I will use the back of this box as a surface for painting. Next, we need to check if we have all the correct dyes for this set. All the colors we need listed on the side, on this side. We just check the numbers and then to match the color. So 612. We have 612 here, 663, we have 663 here, 716, we have 716 here, 488, we have 488 here, and then black. This is a tape pillar. Well, we will need it for framing. So first of all, we're going to pin the silk on the box. You will find 4 silk pins in the kit. So what we need to do is just use one pin to go through the silk. There's three legs. You call it legs. The 3 sharp legs on the pin, each pin, and then we only use one to go through the silk, and then 2 others are going to hold the silk on the box. The reason we're only going to use one go through the silk is because if the area covered the area covered under the pin will sometimes prevent the silk dye to go through, will leave a white corner. So we don't want that to happen. So we try to make the covered area as small as possible. One corner. Okay, and then not to press it down firmly. If you can see this, can you see this? I've got a gap, not like firmly, not all flattened. You see? Yeah, it's a little bit gap between the silk and the pin, so the dye can travel underneath. Do the same to the other corner. too much. Pick it up a little bit. Again, some space in between. Same for this corner and the last one. So now this surface is ready for paint. Let's have a look of the design. I'll go for the background first. That because the background area will give you a good start. I found the color 488. That is the top of the background. So I will go for 488. This bottle, it's a child-proof, so you need to press it and then open it. It's a big area to cover, so I emptied half of the bottle. That should be enough. Try to practice how to load the paintbrush. So I dip all the paintbrush into the dye and then lift it up. Now this is a fully loaded paintbrush. Let's see how much area it will cover. It's quite a big area. Okay, see if we got more. So you got the idea. A fully loaded paintbrush can cover about this area. Let's see if we half load it. Okay, so it's no more dye on it. Half load it. We just dip the paintbrush half. Into the dye. Now let's see how big it can cover. It's very much like half of the size. Yeah, you can do a few times of this practice. Now let's say load a quarter, so just dip a quarter into the dye. So a quarter. So when you paint on silk, instead of when we paint on paper, we used to do this to fill up the area, right? We move our brush. But on silk, we don't really need to do that. We load. That's why we load the right amount, and then we rest the paint tip on silk, so the silk will absorb as much as it will. Then we just lift our paintbrush. Okay, now with that, do a few practice, and then once you're confident about it, we can move on to the next side. If you use a different color to practice, please wash your brush before you change it, before you change the color. Okay, now I've practiced that. I loaded my pen, fully load my pen. I just tap, let the silk absorb. Now when the bleed slowed down, that means we need more, so I just get more. If you notice, I don't start right there because I know it will spread over. Then if it's any gap, I just tap. Now another one, another one, another one, and come back and tap in between. Now that area is finished. Let's move to the bottom one. Bottom. Move to the lower. Move to the bottom one. Okay. Move to the other side, other part. So now, because the space between the space between this pin and the silk, so the color can go travel on underneath. Travel underneath. I have this part is finished. See how easy it is. Before we move to the next one, I need to wash my paintbrush. So make sure not only the tip, but underneath this part is also clean. Then you can test it and press it down to the kitchen towel to see if it's really clean, and then dry it. Dry the whole paintbrush. When you dry your paintbrush, make sure there's no drops still on the pen. The drops, if you see, can you see the drops? Yes, because the drops on the paintbrush, it might drop down to your silk painting and then make a big mark. So that's why we need to make sure we are cleaning the whole pen, this part as well, not only the front. Okay. Now it's very clean. My paintbrush is very clean. I check, and here I have 488, 488. These are the same color as there. So I'm going to paint this too here. I'm only load my paintbrush a quarter of dye. So here, there, and this part, it's the same color. And this. Now I have another 2 circle, oval. Just move out to there. Okay, so now that's all the color used in there. I will change move to the next color. I will do my background now, the darker part. So before that, wash my paintbrush again, move it and tap it against the bottom or the side of the jar. When you take it out, be very careful. There's no water drops on your artwork, on your silk painting. So dry it on the paper. We are the background color. Let's check the number from here. We check the number 663. 663. We need a lot of it. We need to cover the whole background. So I will fully load my paintbrush. Make sure there's no drops. Then I put it here. Start from the top. You will notice when your paintbrush start to run out of dye, it will just dry up. I go slow. I will not get too close to the edge of the butterfly. I'll just let the silk bleed cover that area along the edge. Never approach the edge with a fully loaded paintbrush, because it might go over the line and into the area you don't want it to be end up with. Okay. Once you start to color the background, try to finish it as one go. Don't wait some parts dry and then to put another part. Then leave a mark, like a watermark. See, when I go to the edge, this is not covered, like that corner here, I will just leave my tip to rest there, and then the silk absorb it. And here, yep. Okay, almost finished. So you can use this pen in the background time to practice, to observe how to load the dye, how much dye to load for each area. You don't need to rush your brush with it. Just rest the brush tip. And here is another corner I didn't get. The silk didn't silk. Okay, got it. Now I have the background covered. I only used a little bit of dye. So you see, we only really just need a little bit of dye. It will cover a big area. Now I'm going to move to the next color. So what color I will go for? So before I wash my paintbrush, I'll check if I get all the color, or get all the dark green, the 663. Yes. So next I want to put this blue. What is that number? 612. So I only need a little bit of 1 place, 2 place, 3, 4, only 4 oval shape needs that color, so 612. Here, 612. So I give it 3 drops. Wash my brush and dry my brush. Now load it, quarter load, only the tip. Put it here. Here. So 1/4 was almost covered all the area I wanted to. Now that's one finished. So 30%. Okay, 30% of 612. So now this 12, 612. That means I just dilute this one. What I will do, I'll put some water into a new space because it's very, 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 very small space. We need that, so I just mixed a little bit. Okay, now see, you can make it darker if you want. I'm happy with that. I'll leave it like that. Now let's see, this part I like to do the green, this lemon green, lemon yellow. I wash my paintbrush and come back to the painting. Let's find the color 716. Oh, I got okay, 716. So I have my 716. Few drops, and a clean paintbrush. Load this 716. Rest my pen on the silk, and then let it do the rest. I had a half-loaded brush and it's almost covered the whole area. Now I wash my paintbrush. Now here is one tap, very, very, very gentle tap. That's enough. Okay. Now I'm going for this. So it says on here 30% of 488. So I will just put some water next to it. And load a quarter. Okay, and then mix on here. So it's make it very light pink. Now I don't want fully loaded, so I will just absorb the extra paint. Okay, it's not enough. I'll half load this then. Okay, and I think in there is also the same light pink, so I'll just put it in here. Now there's only one color left, it's a black. Remember, wash your paintbrush. And I have no more room for black color. I'm just gonna take this out. Okay, now put the black in there. A little bit black, that's enough. Wash my paintbrush and put it back. Half load it. Okay. It will become a habit once you've done it a lot of silk painting. It will become a habit then to think how much paint you want to cover a certain area. So here it's quite difficult because it's very fine here, so you just need to tap. Oops. Okay, this design maybe is not for grandmas, sorry about that. I try to avoiding small area like that next time. Ooh. Okay, now have this. But I think it will be okay for small hand. Small hand are very steady. Okay, black. Another one here, black. So here we go. We have just finished this butterfly silk painting. How's your picture looks like? I just noticed I missed a little bit green here, so I just put it back there. Okay, that's fine now. Okay, so while we're waiting it to dry, we're gonna tidy up, wash the paint brushes. What yours looks like? You're welcome to take a photo and share with me. Thank you very much for joining me today. I have made a different video for how to frame the silk painting, and please feel free to check it out. In this video, I'm showing you how to frame it into a card and also into other frames. Okay, take care, bye for now.